Okay, we're live. I just need to log into the game now. Hope everyone's having a good day. Morning, Ed, or evening. Got a weird script error message when I started the game up, but it seems to be working. Hope everyone's having a good morning, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you live. I've not long got out of bed, but not feeling too bad this morning. There's an odd little whimper there, dog. What was that? You're right. Were you scratching your ear and you got a little bit too vigorous? Is that okay? There we go. She gets ear things going on, so in fact she's scratching her ear again. Is probably a sign that I'm gonna have to take her back to the vet and get another round of medication for her ears. It's an ongoing battle, that. Medication works quite well, but then eventually the stuff comes back again. And her ears get a bit crusty and itchy. Alright, server is... Oh, there we go. I'm trying to remember what I was up to. I think it was something in Little Alamigo. That's right. There was the new thing with the resistance there in the Mars faction. And we found Yuda and Papamilo, whose name I'm probably mispronouncing. Why can't they all have easy to pronounce names like Yuda? Ooh, I haven't seen them yet. Are they on Discord? I'll have a look after stream. Okay. Oh, wind up. Moonbreeder. Crystals. Wait, is Fankred a bard? I thought he was like one of those ninja classes. Yeah, basically, I get up, I feed the dogs, and then I log in for the stream. I feed myself as well, actually. Most mornings, anyway. Okay. Oh, he wants to know when he screwed up. He's like, how did you figure out that I was doing other stuff? Oh, she was spying on them. There you go. Speak with Papa Miller. I can't pronounce his name for some reason. Okay, off we go. They in here? Let's scroll in a little bit. They are actually outside by the looks of it. Your mount could go no higher. Artificial limits. Artificial limits on the mount flying. I'm guessing it's because the early areas weren't really designed with flying in mind. There we go. I think I flew right past them because they hadn't spawned in yet. The Griffin double was telling the truth. Alright. Who will the Griffin turn out to be? Oh, we haven't been up to much. I mean, we slew a great worm, we stopped the war, we basically changed the entire government in Ishgard. Something's going on here. Looking nary a day older. That was 20 years ago. She hasn't aged in 20 years. She's immortal. That was a weird interaction. Okay. And she's bailing on that conversation as soon as she can. Okay, something about the mask. So either the mask stops her aging but has some side effect, or it's the mask is hiding the fact that she's not actually Vita, maybe? I don't know. That would be weird though, because you'd have to look pretty alike. Right. What am I doing? The Rising Stones. Oh, okay. Off we go. Bum 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 bum. I'm really gonna have to get off this retrial at some point. Even if it's just so I can earn more money in this game. We've gone to the wrong place, haven't we? We've gone to the Waking Sands. It's still early and I haven't had the caffeine yet. All right, there we go. That's a bit of a there was a bit of a slow loading screen, but we should probably tell Maphilia's mum exactly what happened to her. If somebody hasn't already. Your daughter's kind of dead, but not dead. We don't really know what's going on. All right, fine. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to fight another primal I've already fought a couple of times again, like Titan. Ish.
Back in the solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Indeed.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the scions might continue in this
Kinda, I guess.
Individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Isn't that going to cause some sort of like conflicts between? Well, I'm sure they'll work it out.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit.
Welcome to the Fellowship of the Primal.
Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found.
Just kind of happened.
Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
No, I like her. She's snarky. She can stay.
You will always be welcome here, Kryle.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
It wasn't really villainously.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Will the Eskians know you betrayed them, though? I mean, plus the Eskians, I'd just show up,
Return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the resistance.
kill them, and then, you know.
There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
Well, I pulled another one to my side.
Titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Comrade in arms who seems to be calling all the shots, but
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
someone told me she gets scarier later on. Like she just seems to have a vast amount of wealth.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru.
Without wrecking anything, of course.
What now for the Warrior of Light?
I figure she's probably hiring out the scion services for a little bit of money on the side. Being like, oh yes, I'm in with the scions. If you just slip me that fat gold purse, I can bring this matter to their attention for you. Yeah, new adventures sounds good.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
How well does she actually see faces though? Does she see everything with ether? I have no idea how good her vision actually is. An ending to mark a new beginning. She's deep in thought.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
Whether it's Okay.
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Ooh, what happened there? Did that pop up? That's weird.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
Random stuff just popping up on the screen. I don't think you would have seen it, but it was like a card companion just opened up on the middle of the screen for no reason.
there is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
This actually feels like the end of an expansion now. Whereas thought I was already in Stormblood. There's a lot of grey area between like one expansion finishing and another starting. Alright, who are you talking to? The other you. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Be the host to a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. So he serves the dark one, right? The Zodiac or whatever. I'm guessing it's a dark crystal like Hydaelyn is a light crystal. But it seems the light and the void are not necessarily linked to Hydaelyn and his master. And this whole, even if it's a surfeit of light, there's still a void and waiting. Makes me think that it probably is a supernova, then a dark hole, otherwise just a dark hole, depending on which way around it swings. Okay. I might be overthinking that. I'm probably overthinking that. What the? Oh. Nidhogg's eyes. Isn't their power spent now though? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not seething with power anymore. This is the plains of Cartano? Oh, this dude again. Still think we should have killed him. All right. Request for me. Okay, what is it? Okay, so up here. Leave the rising stones. Okay, there we go. So what are we looking for here? And here, I think. Ah. Alright, let's hop off the dragon. It's kind of taking up space. They were not in here before. Where did they manifest from? She's making me a new outfit. okay. That look on her face is slightly worrying. Sounds like I just got beaten up. I've fought primals and been less exhausted than that. Right. Bum 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 bum. Chicken on the bit rate looks alright. Alright. There we go.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
Not really.
I would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
So he's just another companion, but he's calling everyone. Like, he's definitely kind of the boss at the moment.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
So it sounds like they're gonna need like 15-minute scrum meetings at the start of each week just to let everyone know what they're what they're working on.
Is that all? Well, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such...
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
I'll be in charge.
Based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations.
Okay, then I don't want it.
Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness, you're...
Well, who's showing up wounded now?
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her!
Oh.
Kyle, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Someone from Little Alamigo, I'm guessing, by the way Yida reacted. Alright.
Thank you.
Kinda cute.
My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave.
Oh, you
for
made
your
it.
good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. Ah, but I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance.
You know, we already figured that part out.
I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
That is true.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
I mean, it's not necessarily a dumb idea.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I shall depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich, and encourage him to send an envoy.
Alright, I can do that. That's easy enough.
To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed.
Quiescent. Wow.
I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
This is thought process, our new narration.
The business
Is that
of
what's going
war
on?
was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
Huh. Alright.
'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied.
Is he planning on
So
doing something dumb?
I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
A little bit of prophecy there. I think he's gonna do something dumb and kill himself in some stupid way, but alright. Doesn't bother me too much. He's like the only member of the Scions that hasn't really grown on me over time. All right, off we go. Boom, boom, boom. The Holy See of Ishgard. Considering that we've separated church and state in Ishgard, should we still call it the Holy See of Ishgard? Shouldn't we just call it Ishgard? Yeah. Oh, let's see if that guy was still running loops, but apparently not. Bum 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 bum. Surely they could call me by my first name now. I've been through enough. Like. Sure, politics moves slowly. I get that. Alright, the Gates of Judgment. Bum 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 bum. Can I run on that? You can. That's kind of cool. Ah, Michael. I'll talk to this guard, don't I? Remember this from last time. There we go. Bum bum bum. What's the trouble brewing at Camp Dragonhead? You've made peace with the dragons. So why have you got trouble brewing? Inquiring minds want to know. I could teleport there, I suppose. It's literally just over here. Bum, bum, Boom, 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 boom. May see a familiar face. But this was Hodgefont's thing. Huh. The youngest son has been replaced, the bastard son, as commander at Cape Dragonfort. Hmm. A little bit, but he has grown up a little bit. Listening to the veterans is a good idea. If you're ever new to a job, just listen to the people that have been there for quite a while. Bum bum bum. Potato. Alright. Before we run off to wherever else we're going, I want to go see about a new class quest. And I'm guessing I talked to... What's his face? I could be wrong though. Could be somebody else now. Well, we'll check. We'll see if he's got a new class quest, and if he doesn't, I'll look up the class quest later and find out if I'm just haven't unlocked it yet, or if I need to go and... Nah, nothing from Elbrick. Okay. I'll probably have to go and talk to somebody else. Speak with Sir. Oh, I gotta go. I forgot I was talking to them here somewhere to start the escort, but no, I need them in New Gridania. Bum 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 bum. New Gridania. Which is built practically right next to Old Gridania. Why they needed to, you know, subdivide it like that, I have no idea. They could have just called both areas Gridania. I suppose if you're from a snowy, like mountainous, barren landscape, then a lush forest would be quite appealing. Alright, attend the council. Ooh. Getting paid with food. I feel like I should get more than food for all the effort. Yeah, alright. The Conjurer's Guild. Up we go. Conjurer's Guild. I haven't seen her in a while. You get it.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alfino?
Well, not really, because it was some person that showed up that only Yida knows, so...
Indeed, Elder Seatseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
That's true, she did nearly die getting it to us, so...
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
What's the difference between the two? If you they're not... They're claiming lands that were never theirs to begin with. I guess you're saying if they chose to invade the rest of Eorzea as opposed to just holding the areas that they've previously taken over. Alright.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
Ninjas!
On behalf
They're
of
very
my
useful.
people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
Every workplace should have its own ninjas.
Contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is...
Okay.
The Count Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
Because there's a lot of people whose homeland, that is, has been displaced, and we're just letting the Imperials sit there. I get that they don't want the entire Imperial Empire to come marching down here with all its legions, so...
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. And that cutie from the Resistance didn't say that he intends to hold the wall, just that he intends to attack it. Maybe this is the whole point, to let things leak out, ramp up, you know? I didn't escort you anywhere. I met you at Camp Dragonhead and then you ran off on me and I had to make my own way here. Just kind of fair point, right? Like, no. How you guys speak is not how adults generally speak, Alphanode. No. All right. Back we go. More donor. Bum 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 bum. Okay. And after all this effort, my reward is I suppose, I mean, there is some gil involved, but mostly it's a dinner. Into the rising stone. The council is gathering its forces. The Imperials would have had a long time to find those tunnels, though. Yeah. If you're trying to sneak in, the more people you take, less likely you are to succeed. It's not the most exciting task, it is actually kind of crucial, so. Elfinid. Alright, where we going? Alright, off we go. Alright, I'm here. Alright, off we go. Where are we going? This way. I'm not joining whatever fate that is. I could have just landed up there and talked to them. Oh, she's tagged along. Well, it is no longer quiet. He has. The griffin has swooped. They're wearing Grand Company colors. Shocked look on his face. Ah, we've been deceived. Oh no. We're played right into the trap. Come on, you already figured out something weird was going on. I still think we should free Alamigo. I mean, we're going to end up with War of the Empire at some point, right? Must prepare for Imperial reprisals. Alright. I like it when people have smart plans. This is a smart plan. It's a smart plan to get what he wants. As he says, Alamigo will be free. The cost is probably too much on the high side for most people. But for what he wants, this is a smart plan. Alright. Speak of afternoon. So I can just slide my dragon over there and land. I don't need to sneak through any tunnels or anything. I would suggest that even in the tunnels that they're in, Alpha Node, they would have heard that explosion and understand what it means. They're not going to stumble out into a bloodbath unprepared. Alright. Base is wall now accessible. Hmm. Is there a time where I have to go to work? Maybe. Do I have the energy before I go to work? Maybe. Hmm. You know what? Actually, I'm going to leave this until next time I play. So we'll exit game here and we'll find someone to raid out to. They have time to chat to them in the raid and stuff and not feel like I have to run away in the first 5 minutes. Okay. This is a fun stream. I've enjoyed the morning. It's a little bit, slightly shorter stream than what I would normally do, but it is what it is. Alright, hopefully everyone's enjoyed watching me play, if anyone's still hanging around. Chat went quiet pretty quick. Who we got on that I can raid into? I kind of want to raid into Blazing Vixen. She's playing World of Warcraft. Push to finish Dragonflight. But she's also got a thing up saying she'll be right back. Let's just have a preview of her stream and see if she is back here. Her stream's been paused for a bit. I guess we'll find someone else to raid into. Could find somebody completely new, I suppose, but alright. We could raid into someone who I think I followed because we were playing in other stuff. We were playing in the, I think it was the Fall Guys tournament that was organised together. I don't think I've ever raided them. Maybe I have. Maybe I found them somewhere else. Alright, we're gonna raid Hell Kitty Selena. Why not? Oh no, they're offline now. What the? They literally just went offline as I clicked onto them. Wow, this is hard today. Alright. Too big. Please, Vixen. Hmm. Alright, this person, I don't think I've ever rated this person either. Let's see what they're up to. We'll check the raid out. Where I going?
Yep.
Why not?
They pretty much detonated themselves sometimes.
Oh, one viewer.
What was 2-4 this time?
Never mind. Not really any point, I guess. I think that's just me. Oh, we'll just kill stream here.